Oh, baby, go ahead, walk out the door. All right. Good morning, guys. Morning again. You wanna go, baby? Morning again, everybody. How's everybody doing? So you see, when time is taken away from me doing other stuff that I normally do on here, I still got to get you all in. Let me put on a little music because it kind of dry. Put on a little lofty. It's up here, lofty. Or maybe like a pop. I don't know how that sounds, but anyway. So guys, I'm going to have to do my hair. If you all see, my hair is growing thanks to this formula that I'm putting in it. It is growing like crazy. But if you see here, like when it grows out around these edges right here, yeah, they get kind of, I don't know, the little grays coming. Not that I mind my grays, but for now, you know, usually when you first start graying, some people are able to embrace it at the beginning onwards, while others, it takes some time for us to kind of glide into the love of the grays. I don't mind the grays, but sometimes when them show up right here and at the front, you kind of want to tame them a little bit. For not, it's my hair, so I do to my hair what I want, and you do to yours what you want. All right? Because we notice there's a lot of judgmental people out there online, and they like to come and tell people what they need to do and what they don't need to do. And I don't like to be bullied. So therefore, I'm going to do my hair today, and I'm choosing to do it on here. Right. So y'all can either watch or scroll along. But look here, guys. You remember about a year ago, I colored the ends of my hair. The ends are still a little bit brown. Yeah, which I like, but I think I want to make them a little bit browner. Yeah, for the holidays. I said I was gonna make them red, but I changed my mind. I like I like it to look, you know, as close to natural as possible. So I have a little bit of B2W here, BW2, whatever you call it, that Clairol Professional. Lord, you all know how it smells, but the time is so cold, even though it's warm in here. I don't want to open the window. But anyway, I'm going to be using that with some developer. All right, you don't have to try this at home if you don't want to, but I do everything to my hair myself. I twist it, I relock it, I do everything. So here I'm going to use this powder. Wow, it's a lot in there. Do I need this much? And I gotta keep my face away from it because I don't want this powder going up in my nostrils. But also, I don't know if leaving some over might cause it to degenerate and then not be too good the next time I open the bag. I don't know. But I am going to dispose in the trash. But I'm pouring it in a little water here, in a little jar rather. And then I'm going to put some developer on it. This is the developer I'm using, the Clairol. And the bottle almost finished now. I wonder if it will be enough to do this. I don't know, say it not enough. Mighty, it is not enough. The developer is not, don't seem like it is enough. But anyhow, we are still use it. What this is. Put the water in it and wash it out. It might cause it to. But I might hear me alone. You see? As long as my locks is intact, everything else is okay. Alright. That is done, so that goes in the trash. Alright, let me see if I can put this away from my face and stir it up. Stir it up, little darling, stir it up. Come on now. Come on and stir it up. Little darling, stir it up. Okay, so it's mixed out. See there? Yeah. It's mixed out. I have some little pieces of foil paper here that I'm going to use just to put to the ends of my hair to get it. Let me just open up these little ones here. To get this thing on it for about 30 to 40 minutes. But while we are here, guys, we're gonna have to be chatting a little bit. We can't just stay here and get off the peaceful without talking. So we got a few things to talk about. We got a few things to talk about what's happening in the world of the world. Guys, who was in the Bible reading this morning? Lordy, 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 lordy. Who was in the Bible reading this morning, people? Lord have his mercy on my soul. If you were not in the Bible reading this morning, you don't know what you missed. Go back and listen to it. Jeremiah chapters 39. Jeremiah chapters 39 and 40. I'm going to have to with this so that it can Jeremiah chapter 39 and 40 was the bomber this morning, guys. For those of you who were not there. Me telling you long time. Me telling you long time ago that Jeremiah was a co-conspirator. You don't want to believe me when I say Jeremiah was a great prophet. I don't know what I talk say. But according to the reading this morning, Nebuchadnezzar reward Jeremiah. He rewarded Jeremiah for his great work in helping him to conquer the Jews, knock down the walls of Jerusalem, take the Jewish people captive, gone into Babylon. And Jeremiah gets his reward. And Nebuchadnezzar said, let Jeremiah take anything what Jeremiah wants, any land, wherever Jeremiah wants to go live. He is entitled to choose where he wants to go live. Jeremiah was handsomely rewarded. Oh my God. But I swear, Jeremiah probably a aunt me on the scene. Trust me. Because him probably a say, I want that woman here, man. I want that woman here come. Why that woman here come? Come and read out my life. Why she come and read out my life? And I make the people them know exactly what I was up to. Why may I do it? Because you is a crook, Jeremiah. You is a crook. Yes. I'm telling you from a long time that Jeremiah was not for the Jews. Jeremiah was not for the Jews because Jeremiah's prophecies were not in favor of the Jews. And if God tell him say the Jewish people, or God said the Jewish people are his chosen people, and Jeremiah is considered to be one of the greatest prophets who talk directly with God, why God never tell Jeremiah nothing good about the Jews? No promise. There was no good promise, except that when them go down to Babylon, go serve Nebuchadnezzar after 70 years, he might go come back for them. Like, seriously? Or something like that. If you don't think me I quote it wrong, I'm go and go read it for yourself. Lord, you shall deliver us from whatever evil there is in the eyes and the minds of Jeremiah. Because Jeremiah was a Satan, was a devil. Hey! I would ask my sister. Andrea, my love. You know they hear. You don't know what they are doing. You know, they are mess with me ear. So early in the morning. Yeah. Me I try to bleach out back the ends. Yes, sis. Me I try to bleach out back the ends, cause the end yeah, give them a little bit more bleaching. Make them be a little bit more brown. A brown or whatever the color that is. Yeah. I'm doing to the ends of my hair. That's what I'm doing. So early in the morning, my sister. And while I'm doing it, watch I'm gonna mess up my blouse, you know. And while I'm doing it, Sister Andrea, today you're doing a little bit of a recap. And a peroxide me I use, you know. It's not peroxide me using, you know, sis. May I use the BW2, whatever it name. That powder there with the clearer developer. Yeah. I mix them together and then I just swipe it. Just I use an old toothbrush here. Just swipe it in. Yeah. Get it to kind of bleach out a little bit. Watch this, look how it's sitting drop on the towel. And it'll bleach out the towel. Well, that's alright. It drop right on the towel. Bleach out. But anyway. Yes, Andrea. So, look at this. I didn't think I did carry up enough paper. And I couldn't carry up the whole roll of file paper. I can't carry the whole roll of file paper coming at the basket. That's not right. So I end up there so stuck with just the little things here. What I carry. But Sister Andrea, I was here talking, my love, about I think you missed the Bible reading this morning. You says this. The Bible reading this morning was fire. I can't stop laughing because hold on there. Hold on there, Andrea. I can't stop laughing. Oh, the Bible reading this morning was so funny. But those of you who were here, who were in the Bible reading this morning, I don't know if I say nothing. And I said, I listen to Trev, but I don't say nothing for. I don't want blaspheme. I don't blaspheme nothing. No, make nobody scare you and tell you that asking questions about a book that is influential in every aspect of your life. You understand? Make nobody scare into believing that it is wrong for you to ask questions for you to question what you are being taught. Let no one scare you into asking questions. Questions were made. Ask questions, because you see, over the years, pastors and preachers and everybody else have been comfortable leading us all as sheep. Yeah. Person feel put one towel around my neck. Too late, you know, sis. Too late, you know. Yeah, I should have put one towel around my neck for you. But it's too late. I have to put one like one white towel so that when it drop on it, it not have no more bleach. But if I put like one, like right in front of me, yes, I have one brown towel. I know, so when it drop on the brown towel, it will cause it to bleach out a little bit. But anyway, you know, say, Auntie Trev going on with the business no matter what. Alright. I do them here. Or me if you wear one old blouse, actually. You know, say your sister, I do things the other way. You know, say me I do things the other way. Like, really, Trev? Yeah. Really, I do things the other way. So, wait, you I do things the other way, Trev. Don't be back way. Anyway, yeah. So, yes, guys. So we are taught this morning about what we did read in the Bible this morning with Jeremiah. Jeremiah did his job for Nebuchadnezzar. Jeremiah worked for Nebuchadnezzar under the quiet. And then Nebuchadnezzar, when Nebuchadnezzar and the army came up and destroyed Jerusalem and slaughtered all the kings and the princes and all the noblemen in Jerusalem. Take Zedekiah, the same Zedekiah who we appoint, you know. Remember, say, Nebuchadnezzar appoint Zedekiah as king, you know. And the same Zedekiah that Nebuchadnezzar had appointed to be the king of Israel, and the same Zedekiah where he sent his men, the Babylonians, to go and poke out Zedekiah's eye and carry off Zedekiah, blind Zedekiah, and haul him off to Babylon. But the wicked Jeremiah that was working for him all along against the Jewish people, claiming that God tell him this and God tell him all these destruction. God tell him, say, Nebuchadnezzar, the people them not go willingly. The people them figure willingly go serve Nebuchadnezzar. And if them not go, destruction I will take them. Of course, yes, he knew. Jeremiah knew the destruction that was going to take them. He knew they were going to die by the sword because that was what he had plotted with Nebuchadnezzar. So it wasn't strange to Jeremiah. Jeremiah wasn't taken by surprise when Nebuchadnezzar came up with his army and destroyed Jerusalem and slew the princes and the noblemen. Jeremiah was not surprised. Why Jeremiah wasn't surprised? Because that's what Jeremiah and Nebuchadnezzar had plotted all along. And for his contribution to the destruction of his own people. You see the real Uncle Tom? The real Uncle Tom Jeremiah. And for his contribution to the destruction of his own people, he was handsomely rewarded. You hear them say? Nebuchadnezzar ordered them to give Jeremiah victuals. That means awards and rewards. And Jeremiah, to allow Jeremiah to choose anywhere. To choose. Watch I see them start drop off of my ear. Because me put them on too big. I mean, I move them to when they drop on ground. And I stay where so them I stay. Same way so. It has stay. But then I have some other buckle of developer. I'm going to use a cream, what I want, Dollar Tree, send them, you know. Medium auburn. I'm going to mix it with dark brown. And use it in my ear. Yeah, I don't really worry about my ear. Not a lot of people worry about their ear falling out and stuff. I don't worry about my ear falling out. My ear, it might fall out, it might not fall out, but it don't usually fall out, so. The only thing that could cause it to start falling out now might be age and menopause and all them good things there. But I will not worry and we not fret. If the ear fall out, enough more will we get. Anyway, guys. Anyway. So me tell you, say the same Jeremiah there was a little devil. Jeremiah knew from his conversations with Nebuchadnezzar and Nebuchadnezzar's people. He knew that Jerusalem was going to fall in the hands of Nebuchadnezzar because that was, you know, when people are loyal, them easy to get bought out. That was Jeremiah. Easy to get bought out because them not loyal. Them easily bought and sold. That was Jeremiah. Easy, Nebuchadnezzar. Easy. Nebuchadnezzar was able to sweeten out Jeremiah and get Jeremiah to join with him in the plot against his own people. And then in declare himself a prophet and claim to have gotten word from God. And all the words that he got from God were against his own people. Yes, Andrea. Licky, Uncle Tom Jeremiah. You hear me telling you? Licky, Uncle Tom Jeremiah. Jeremiah claims say, God not tell Jeremiah nothing. Say it already, I'm going to say it again. No God not tell Jeremiah nothing. Jeremiah wicked. Yeah, Jeremiah wicked. And Jeremiah said God tell him. From the time, Andrea, from the time you hear Jeremiah say, God tell him to put linen around him, yes. No make no water wet it. Carry the linen. Wear the linen for how much days. Then carry the linen, go bury it at the river Euphrates. And then after how much days, so go back, go take up the linen. And you will see all the linen dirty and marred and And I saw God say, I saw God say, the Jewish people are. No, from then I knew he was lying. I said, God not tell him nothing so. But you see these people, Andrea, they're very creative, you know. That's the one thing that we give to them. They are very creative. Very creative. Remember Jeremiah mentioned Shemaiah? Jeremiah mentioned Shemaiah, you know. And he said, Shemaiah was a false prophet. Because Shemaiah said, God tell him, say, Rehoboam shouldn't go up against Jeroboam. And subsequent to that, that's how the Jewish people lost most of their wealth and their land in the region. Because every time Rehoboam wanted to go up against Jeroboam to fight for the lands that Jeroboam was stealing and claiming that God told him that he was going to make him a great dynasty in the region, a dynasty bigger than the one that David had. How was Jeroboam supposed to get that dynasty without a whole heap of land? So when Jeroboam started stealing the land and the whole heap of Jews started following Jeroboam, Rehoboam now in his distress, he consulted with Shemaiah, the great prophet, to say, talk to God for me now. Ask God what I do. Ask God if I go fight Jeroboam to get back the land. And the licky Shemaiah, wicked just like Jeremiah, Shemaiah tell Rehoboam, say, God say you mustn't go fight. God say you have to go home. Me consult with God. And God say you mustn't go up go fight Jeroboam. You must send back all of the warriors them back to the yard and don't go fight. So poor Rehoboam, he might believe Shemaiah because hey, Shemaiah a prophet. Shemaiah talk to God. Why would Shemaiah be talking against the Jewish people? Shemaiah is a great prophet. He might talk to God on their behalf, and anything God tell him is got to be right. So Shemaiah tell Rehoboam that God say he mustn't fight with Jeroboam. And Rehoboam just sit down and look at that and say, no, so this can't right. If God send me not to fight with Jeroboam, but Jeroboam just keep on a thief land. And the people them keep going on and follow Jeroboam. The kingdom of Israel is reducing. We have to fight to take it back. Rehoboam sit down meekly and mildly and listen to Shemaiah, because Shemaiah is the prophet. And Shemaiah is talking directly to God. And whatever Shemaiah say, I really what God say. So with that, the poor Jews kept losing land. The more land they lost, the more people they lost, the smaller their kingdom became. And that made the enemy there around them a laugh. The enemy around them laughing because the enemies were using people in the camp of the Jewish people to destroy them. I don't know stranger them use. I don't know stranger them use are the people them right there. Man up they want me. Joe, what's up? Joe, so me I do with me ear. Me I hear it out. Joseph, what's up? How you doing, love bug? Good to see you, sugar biscuit. What's it? Me the ear, I try to call me ear, Joseph. Don't judge me. Don't judge me, just love me. Yes, me I picked up my ear. But then I work a couple of days now. I probably not at work. I wouldn't have been off. I worked last week, Monday and Tuesday. I've been off since. Me not have no more days, me not have no more holiday, me not have no more nothing for the rest of the year. So for the rest of the year, me have to work. And me have to work. Me ratty, watch ya. Sitting here dropping on me eye. Then after that, I give off a piece soup. Hey, Joseph. Yeah, but that's a color rotted. But that's a color around this and a chat. Yeah, excuse me, guys. And this, I mean, I know, I never find. I went to the dollar store yesterday, but I never find no black. I found this dark brown, so I use putting on my ear. Yeah, see that? Yeah. This dark brown is what I'm using to put in my ear. In my ear, me I put it in my ear to make my ear brown. But while I'm doing this, you know, so I can't just do this without chat, right? As my granny would ask me out on my market, me chat over everybody cocoa basket, or anybody cocoa basket, right? Anyway, this come like politics. Whenever the politician term coming to an end, the campaign begins with brainwashing the masses with anti. Oh my God, Andrea, I love you. Smart. There you go. Somebody using their brain. Exactly, Andrea. The politician, you have too much chat. Now I have to put up. You have to put lock on my mouth. Me I got a quote. Me a bullfrog I go a quote. You don't want me to talk. Do I lock up my mouth? Lord Jesus, Joseph. Let me tell you something. Me say, Andrea, same thing, the politician them. Just like the politician, I'm not going to go and see more drops, a simple stuff. Yes, just like the politician them, Andrea. You're right. I saw the politician them work. The politician them lie. You understand? Whenever after them turn, them tell the people them one whole heap of empty promises. Same way it was in the Bible. Same way it was in the Bible. You understand? But they were successful in putting these books together and convincing billions of people across the world that whatever is in the Bible is true, something of them to believe, something of them to follow. And the people them, I blame them because they're not reading for themselves. They're not reading for themselves. They're sitting down and allow people to tell you about these things that are in the Bible. And you read for yourself to realize that the things them no sound right. Me can't sound sorry that you do it good. Me I do it good, man. Me I do it good, Joseph. Me I color it around the edges. Yeah, me I do around the edges. So when I back here so me can't see, me can't feel. Yeah. So that's why me I tell you say. That's why me I tell you say people. You know, if you read the Bible for yourself. Read the Bible for yourself. This Jeremiah here really got me. Me I tell you no. Say Jeremiah really got me. Because all me I grew up and I hear about people in the Bible. Jeremiah was one of those people I always hear at church, I always hear my mother talk about Jeremiah. Even me I talk to her since she hear me I read the Bible, and she hear me I read what Jeremiah and kill her dead, whatever me I say we in the Bible, she a tell me say I know so. But after me now, after me I make it up. Alright, you say it then in the Bible and me I make it up. It's the right here, so not a good old book. I don't make up nothing. Anything me say I was in the Bible. Can't tell her nothing, brother. And me not try to convince nobody, because me not try to indoctrinate nobody or dissuade nobody from their current convictions. That's not what I'm trying to do. All I'm trying to do is to read the Bible and understand it for myself. And me I share that journey with you. So me not send call nobody and say, oh no, come stop believing at the back. No. I ain't doing that at all. I don't believe what I have to believe, because I one thing me know, nobody can fool me again and trick me when it comes to all of this religiosity. Nobody can trick me. Tell me no foolishness. Nope. Because the thing between knowledge, the difference between knowledge and ignorance is determination. You understand? You have to determine where you need to know who are good for you. You get me? Yeah. What is good for you to know. So you see, when when Jeremiah first declared himself a prophet, him say, God tell him, say, I know you before you were formed in your mother's womb. Ain't that a good way to start? Ain't that a great opening line for the people to know, believe you, because God know you from you in your mother before you were formed in your mother's womb. And God has been following you since then. And God has had his power over your life since then. Isn't that a great opening line? Who now is going to tell you? Who now is going to tell you that God is not with you? If you tell them, say, God say he knew you since before you were conceived in your mother's womb. Then people think, then in the lamp. Exactly, Joseph. Exactly. I him them follow. I listen to Jeremiah. I read the book of Jeremiah, and them now read the whole I tell people. Most of what they are telling people are, oh, the Lord tell Jeremiah, say, he knew him from he was before he was formed in his mother's womb, and that sort of thing. Me never hear nobody. I have been going to church from me idea before me idea. I mean, born in a church, grew up in a church, right? We've been going to church, and I don't remember ever hearing anything said in church about Jeremiah conspiring with the Babylonians to cause the destruction of the Jewish people. Me never hear it. It's not until I have read it for myself with my own two eyes in the same good book, the Bible, that I realize what Jeremiah was about. That Jeremiah was in fact, we now gonna stop saying, because it's the right then of the Bible. Jeremiah was in fact working for the Babylonians against the Jewish people. And in the end, Nebuchadnezzar rewarded him handsomely for his efforts, for his trickery, for the lies he told the Jewish people. That's why Jeremiah, when Jeremiah wants to make himself more believable, when Jeremiah wants to make himself more believable to the Jewish people, what him do? Him call Baruch, tell Baruch, oh, I'm going to tell you the words that the Lord is telling me, and you should write it on the scroll. Because the people then ban him from coming at them church, coming at them temple, because every time he comes, he don't have nothing good to tell the people them. He don't have no good tidings to bring. Every day, all he has to bring for the people is death and destruction. The people say they don't want him in their temple. So him stand out of the gate of the temple and I preach destruction to you know. God tell me he's going to destroy you know. By the sword, by famine, by pestilence. Yeah. And him stay out there and him preach. Him preach and tell the people them, say God tell him so. And when the people them still not believe him, not pay him no mind, still have doubts about him, in call Baruch and tell Baruch, oh, come, I'm going to tell you the words the Lord is telling me. And when I speak, you write. So I'm going to tell Baruch, so the Lord tell him these things. And Baruch writing. And then him tell Baruch, go on in the church, go read it in front of the whole of them and tell them, say, God tell me to tell you to write it. So Baruch follow him, go into the church, read this whole scroll to the people them. The people them go now and they went and told King Joachim and all of them, said, this is what Baruch read in the temple that he said he got from Jeremiah. And so the king said, bring the paper come, bring the scroll come, whatever it is that Baruch read in the church. Carry come, let me read it for myself. Them carry it to King Joachim. King Joachim read it. And so him read it, him tear off every page, tear them off one by one and dash them in the fire. I may agree with it. In dash them in the fire. That's how much disregard he had that's how much disregard he had for Jeremiah. Because clearly he knew Jeremiah was up to no good. They probably couldn't prove it, but they were very suspicious of him. Or was it Jeremiah was highly mentioned in the Bible on his wicked? Well, Andrea, I am reading it for myself because all my life me always hear, oh, Jeremiah was such a great prophet. You never hear that too? All my life I have heard that Jeremiah was such a great prophet. But as I am reading the Bible now and reading about Jeremiah, I don't see the greatness yet. I don't know if it is coming forth in the rest of his book, or maybe in the Lamentation, because I think I him write the Lamentation as well. If me not wrong, don't quote me. If me not wrong, I think I him write the Lamentation as well. So therefore, me don't know if his greatness is going to be established there, because he must be great after I was wicked. Because so far, Jeremiah is wicked. So far, we have read this morning, we read 39 and 40. This morning we read 39 and 40. And so far, Jeremiah is a wicked man. You understand? So far, Jeremiah is a wicked man. Tell nobody say on the ear Trev says so. Tell them say Trev read it in the Bible. Yeah? Now the same good book. In them read it. You understand? And see it there? Nebuchadnezzar. After Jeremiah helped him to conquer the Jews, Nebuchadnezzar reward Jeremiah handsomely. He gave Jeremiah a whole heap of prize and presence and whatever else in the Jeremiah, and then he tell the new king that he appoint to rule over Jerusalem, and tell them, when don't make no harm become of Jeremiah, when give him wherever I want to go live, when give it to him. And Jeremiah choose the place where he wanted now to call home, because the Jews, is this all self-praise in his favor? Well, well, the thing is, I don't know if I self-praise in his favor, I don't get the part there. I don't get that understanding. You mean by him declaring himself to be a prophet? Of course, Jeremiah knew exactly what he was doing. Jeremiah knew exactly what he was doing. He knew exactly what he was doing. Or just the people, them never knew what he was up to. So a lot of them wanted to believe. Because you see the people, you see how them say believe kill and believe cure? The people wanted to believe, some people wanted to believe him. Because the same thing like in today's society. People are just so afraid. And look at somebody come up and say, God send me. God said this. The people them run follow them. The people them not stop and think and say, this not look right. That's why there's so many denominations, and so many of these mega churches and all these things. And enough of the people them I claim that God tell them this and God tell them, God not tell them nothing. And also them are come and say, if God never send them, it's like if God never sent them, the people would be lost. You see how them tricky people them? If God never sent me to come save you, to come give you the word, you would have been lost. So come right here, so put 10% of your pay in another envelope here. And every time you pass around the bucket, put some money in it. And every time me send you one letter to your house, or me send you in an email or wherever, say to contribute some money. No matter where you find it from, find it and contribute, because I need to buy one Rose rice. I'm in a business if your people them can't go to school. I'm in a business if your people them hungry. I'm in a business if you can't buy your medication. Just know that a God sent me. And the poor people them believe, oh yes, he's a man of God. God sent him and him come and him preach. And them claim to them a preach. And God sent them and them a call down fire upon people. Them a call down fire and judgment. And if you don't pay the offering, you know go to hell. And no storage basket I go empty. And God now go bless you. You don't ever say pastor put in 10% in the basket. You don't say pastor put in 10% in the basket. No, you might wait for your 10% and your offering. And you put tithe and you put offering. And all them say from the Bible, remember that pay offering. I never see church buy one medication. I'm back up and leave me alone here. Foolish. But anyway. Anyway, he who will read, will read. He who wants to understand, will read and understand what it is that is in the good book. Watch you guys. The brown no really make the grays go, it just highlight them brown. So maybe next week when I find one black dye at the Dollar Tree, I dye it black. But anyway, like when it touch my skin right here, so I just use a peroxide and rub it off. But just use the peroxide and rub it off. Yeah. And see that my ear have a whole heap of growth. Watch this up. A whole lot of growth. So I really need to retwist my hair. Look there. It's about 1 inch of growth. I need to retwist it. Yeah. I mean, I think I'm gonna have time today because as soon as I wash this out, I'm gonna wash it out tight up, put something over it, and run up on the street. I have quite a few things that I must get done today. And then come back. I have work today. Just so I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what I mean, right? Mama's handprint is in the house. Mama's handprint, what's up? How are you doing, my love? Good to see you. Mister, Mama's handprint, me tell you, I'm on fire today. When I discover, my love, when I discover the lies that they have told us, I'm like, look at this. Yeah. Yeah. Jeremiah aunt me in my sleep, man. The wicked Jeremiah. Yeah, Jeremiah aunt me in my sleep. The wicked Jeremiah. Yes, Mama's handprint. So look for my hand now. Can you imagine if we never put on the glove? Or all of this would have upon my hand? Hell to come off? Yeah. So see this one. Now make this kind of sit and sweat. Make it sit and sweat a little bit while I chat to you. I'm gonna make it sit and sweat for the next 10 minutes. And then I wash it out. Yeah. Thinking will not overcome fear, but action will. Exactly, Andrea. Exactly. Thinking will not, I love that. Thinking will not overcome fear. Action will. Yes. People them don't want to read the Bible for themselves. And when they read it and they come across things that is contrary to what they are being taught, they want to jump over it because they don't want to acknowledge that this not sound right. Let me tell you one discrepancy I found in reading the Bible yesterday. And a discrepancy I found. As I was reading, remember when Jeremiah wrote the scroll, when he told Baruch what Baruch was supposed to write on the scroll, I mean. And Baruch, let's say I'm put one cap on it. Are we going to find one cap now, Andre? No. Yes, Mama's handprint. We have to think critically. Now, back to what I was saying. When Baruch went and read the scroll in the temple, the person who was ruling Jerusalem at the time was King Jehoiakim. King Jehoiakim was a descendant of David. Now remember now, this is how the succession to the throne of David went. It went from father to son. Jehoiakim was from the line of David. Jehoiakim, after he burnt the scroll, remember? Jeremiah said, destruction are going to take him and what going to happen to him. But as I was reading, I didn't hear what happened to him. But I saw where Nebuchadnezzar appointed Zedekiah to the throne. So I said, then if Zedekiah was appointed by Nebuchadnezzar to the throne, what happened to Joachim? What destruction took him? We need to find out. So I went a searching. In Kings, it said, Jehoiakim died, and his son Jehoram, something of that name. Don't quote me, I'm going to go back and look, I can't look right now. Said that his son Jehoram reigned in his stead. But in the book of Jeremiah, it said, Conan, the son of Jehoiakim, did not ascend to the throne, was not allowed to ascend to the throne after his father. Instead, Zedekiah was appointed to the throne. Me say, then this don't make sense, right? So, was it Conan or was it Jehoiakim who ascended to the throne? Or was it Zedekiah? You see the confusion? In Jeremiah it said Zedekiah ascended to the throne right behind Jehoiakim. He didn't ascend, he was appointed by Nebuchadnezzar to the throne. Zedekiah, right? And back in the Kings, when it spoke of Jehoiakim, it said his son ascended to the throne after him. It don't make no sense, right? So where is the missing piece? Where is the truth right there? Is it the truth in the Kings that Jehoiakim died and his son ascended to the throne? Or is it the truth in Jeremiah that Jehoiakim, well, he just disappeared out of the picture because it never said what happened to him. It just said Jeremiah predicted that destruction was going to take him and that Nebuchadnezzar appointed Zedekiah to the throne. But listen, me say it all the time. When I say it, mamas and print, them come after me, but you know, so I'm not afraid no more, I'm not here. Everybody wrote their story based on their interest. Everybody wrote their story based on their interest and their experience. If they ever had any experience, but it was all in their favor. All of them. Remember, the Bible never happened in one day. The writings of the Bible span hundreds and hundreds of years, where these writings, people wrote either their experiences, what they felt, excuse me, and then a group of people decided to come together, collect these old Jewish writings, put them together in a collection and call it the Bible. So if it's talking about Jehoiakim at the time when Jehoiakim was the king of Judah, why is the story so starkly different? But you see, they are hoping that when you read the Kings, you forget about it. And when you read Jeremiah, you forget what you had read in the King. That's what they hope, you know. So you will not be able to ask any questions. You just read and go on to like blind Bartimaeus. You're not going back to check and say, hey, this not sound right. So you know, I have a lot more digging to do because I want to know exactly what happened. I'm not going to know exactly. I'm never going to know exactly because I wasn't there. But I want to read some more about the life of Jehoiakim, the life of Jeremiah. Did anybody else write anything about Jeremiah? Did anybody else evaluate Jeremiah's presence in Israel and Jeremiah's contribution to the destruction of the Jews? Did anybody else pick up on the fact? Because certainly after Jeremiah was given this reprieve by Nebuchadnezzar, I'm sure somebody must have been looking at it and said, hey, this not look right. Everybody cannot have been that naive not to have. Because me first started reading Jeremiah, I read the first 2 chapters, and I said, I'm telling us, I don't trust Jeremiah. These first two chapters. And I had my doubts about him being this great prophet that they said he was. First two chapters, and I asked the question, is Jeremiah really for the Jews or against the Jews? Jeremiah don't sound like he's talking for his people. Jeremiah sound like a sellout, like a Confederate. And so said, so done. See when we ask the question, I see when we find the answer in Jeremiah chapter 40. I see when we find the answer that Jeremiah was indeed an undercover spy for Babylon, relaying every plan that the Jews had been making, relaying everything what I know to the Babylonians, and sowing seeds of fear in the people, so as to have them act in a way that would cause this destruction that Jeremiah is prophesying to come true. Because Jeremiah know it's coming true, because it's something that him and Nebuchadnezzar have been planning. But his job was to make sure the people are so afraid. So afraid. Yeah. That, you know in Jamaica, when them say you watch the cock while the bung a leak. The people them are concentrate on this fear that Jeremiah is planting in them. How God are going to destroy them by the sword, by the pestilence, by famine. If them not do this, if them not do that, God are going to destroy them. Jeremiah knew the destruction was coming from Babylon, because him and Nebuchadnezzar in cahoots, planning for the destruction of the Jewish people, the destruction of Jerusalem. You understand me? Conflicting stories to be clarified, lots of them. Yes, intimidating, exactly. You know, hear what Jeremiah tell the people them say. Him tell the people them say, God tell him, say Nebuchadnezzar, I will come and take them into slavery, take them into bondage down in Babylon. And the people them not to fight. Them to go with Nebuchadnezzar go to Babylon. And the ones who survive the fighting, they must go willingly, voluntarily, go down there to Babylon and go serve Nebuchadnezzar. Why in the world would God tell his chosen people to go and serve Nebuchadnezzar? Why? What profit would it be for God to say to Jeremiah, tell the people that I say they need to go to Babylon voluntarily? If Jeremiah not take them by, if Nebuchadnezzar not take them by force, they must go voluntarily, go serve him. And when them down there, they must continue having children, they must continue planting their gardens, they must eat and drink and breathe and do all these things. And after 70 years, I will come back for them. Tell them not to forget that while they are down there in bondage, I will be with them. Why would God want to be with us down in Babylon in bondage, but he don't want to be with us here in Israel? That makes sense, Tunu? That makes sense? Why can't he dwell among us here in Israel, the land that he claimed to have given us? Why him ever tell us to go volunteer to be slaves for the enemy, and he will be with us down there, and he will come again, come for us down here? Why you got to come for us down here? What we gonna do What is going to happen to this land that we have been inhabiting? Now, you see why until today, there is a fight for a place for the Jews. You see? Because of people like Jeremiah, liars like Jeremiah, tricksters like Jeremiah. You understand? Who worked for the enemy against the Jewish people. And me say to the Bible, it's not Antitrust say it's the Bible. The Bible lay it out plain and straight and show it to us. And if you think about it, it does not make any sense. If me in my house and you come and you say God say me to come out of the house, me say God give me the house, you know. And you come and you say God say me to come out of the house, right? Me to come out of this house and go over there so in my neighbor house, go be our slave, go be our servant, and wait over there till God come back to me. And God is going to be with me over there. One can't be with me over here, so that the house when claim saying give me. What? He can't be here so with me. If me I do something wrong, I could correct it right here. So what is the significance of me going to serve the enemy? And the Bible says Jeremiah, no, yeah. And in the end, Jeremiah gets handsomely rewarded by Nebuchadnezzar. What benefits is it for Nebuchadnezzar, the enemy of the Jews, to reward a prophet of the Jews so handsomely, if that prophet was not worth anything to Nebuchadnezzar? Why would he even have anything to give to him? Why would he even want to have anything to do with him in the first place? If there wasn't any benefit out of that for Nebuchadnezzar, because Nebuchadnezzar knew that he had already used Jeremiah for his own benefit. He had already had Jeremiah do what he did, drive the fear of the living God into the Jewish people. Tell them how much destruction God are going to bring upon them. You understand? Come with him all scroll, talk about God, tell him to make Baruch right on the scroll. When the people attempted to slay him at the outside of the temple, they should have. But another study story, but the story not that they did. They didn't. The princes of Judah begged for him. Said enough about it, enough kill him. He's a man of God. Them to leave him alone. You understand? And they left him alone, and then he turned around. Them begged for him, that the people them not slay him. But where was he to beg for them when Nebuchadnezzar come up and slay all the princes of Judah? He was right there, He was right there. And him know say they were going to be slain because he knew. Nobody can't tell me nothing. So him never know. He knew. And he knew that they were coming to get Zedekiah. He knew that Nebuchadnezzar, they were coming to take Nebuchadnezzar, to take Zedekiah. Jeremiah's back with a treachery betrayal like 82 as the feared massive. Exactly. Exactly. So Jeremiah has been the enemy of the Jews the whole time. You remember when Jeremiah and Baruch. After them send the scroll, go to the princes, and the princes had it in the king's house. They were reading it. And them say, the king says, Jeremiah and Baruch take up and left from here. And the two of them left. And then they said, he sent to go find them. And them say, oh, God, hide them. The Lord hid them, so they could not be found. Which Lord hid them? You know who hide them? Nebuchadnezzar. Nebuchadnezzar hid them. They wrote in the Bible and say, oh, the Lord hid Jeremiah and Baruch. I don't know, Lord. The Lord who hid them was Nebuchadnezzar. That's the Lord who hid them, who hide them from facing the king's wrath. And come with the liar tongue talking about Lord tell him this and the Lord tell him that. No, Lord not tell him nothing. No, Lord not tell him nothing. Scammer, liar. And trick the people them into believing that he was such a great man, such a great prophet. Yeah. Oh, that look, and that look like a bleach one bit, but but you know, so Tagasia. You know, so Tagasia. Yeah, just wanted to color a little bit. Yeah, there we go. Yeah. So I'm gonna make this sweat a little bit for about, yeah, starting to feel warm and heavy. So I know it's about time for me to go wash it out. Mama's handprint said, that's a great question. Is the Lord still speaking to pastors? That is a great question. One thing I know is that we are still living in that same mountain of fear that caused the Jewish people, because those are the people we have read about in the Bible. So when I say Jewish people, that's why I say that, because the Bible is written from a Jewish perspective, these people. So what I do know is that the same mountain of fear that caused Jewish people to do the things they did then is the same mountain of fear that is causing us to do the things that we do today. Because remember, there were hundreds and hundreds of prophets, and that came up in the story so far, in the Bible so far. And as soon as somebody came up and said they were a prophet and said, God tell them this and God tell them that, you notice how the people run to them. Like the people were just so hungry to hear a word from a God. They were just so thirsty to hear something. As soon as somebody came up and said, I am a prophet, the Lord sent me, he said to tell you this, he said to tell you that, the people then gravitate towards that person. Regardless of where the person came from or what, they just gravitate towards anybody who said they were a prophet and they were talking to God. It's the same kind of fear that we live in today. Somebody come up and say, you know, God send them, God tell them this, God tell them, and you see 2 days and they have a church full of followers. Because as long as somebody said God send them, it seems as though people hurry and run. And the question remains, how are we going to know who was sent and who brought themselves? How are we going to know? How are we going to know? Because if everybody come and say God send them, we don't know who God sent for real. And we don't know who came by themselves. Just say, you see how long them a blame the Lord and I tell lies that from ever since them a tell lies. And not today something. That's something them a do long time. Telling these lies. God send them, God tell them this, and the poor people are so hungry for the word of God, a word from a higher power, hungry for guidance from a higher power. They are hungry and thirsty to hear what the Lord has planned for them. That any little butterfoot somebody come and say them a prophet and the Lord send them and the people fall for it. The people fall for it. Now, the question I'm going to ask is, why the people who were considered to be the chosen people, the people who were supposed to be blessed with abundance and lots of reproduction and money and wealth and power and authority and all of that, why in the Bible these are the people who are always at the mercy of the others? Talk to me and tell me if that makes sense. The chosen people, the people who are promised all this abundance, authority, love, children, money, you name it, land and everything. Why all they get is the promise. But the others around them get the land and the wealth and the money and everything. And all they get is a promise. A promise. That's all they get. Because as soon as they rise up, the enemy come and overtake them and overthrow them. Burn down Jerusalem. Take everything that is of value. Them always have to go back to square one. The people them get killed, get dismantled, thrown away, all of that. Why? Is this the way of setting us up to accept defeat as a blessing? Because we saw people them love being poor, Them wear poverty as a badge of honor, Them wear destruction as a badge of honor. And because God with them. When I see the children of Israel, I love when they reference children of Israel. When I see the children of Israel, no matter how God with them, He still loves them. No matter how much poor, I have nothing, I still have a place in heaven. May I ask the question? I don't know where I'm going to find the answers, but I still look for the answers because it don't make no sense. The Bible is written, the Bible is written from a Jewish perspective. All the stories are written by Jewish people. All the stories are about Jewish people, their lives and their God. And in the Bible, we see so far where these people have faced lots of destruction and devastation and hatred and all of that. And for them to be God's chosen people and the people who are supposed to inherit. Remember the Bible said them supposed to inherit the earth. Them supposed to be rich. They're supposed to have plenty of them. Supposed to be fruitful and multiply and take over the whole world. But yet, the rest of the world, so far in the stories, the rest of the world is taking them over, slaughtering them by the thousands, taking the wealth that they have accumulated and causing their destruction repeatedly. Where is their God? But anywho, I'm going to wash out my ear. But I can't swim, I wash out my ears. So therefore, I'm going to I'm gonna leave it right there so, and I'm going to mute my camera. I'm going to mute my camera and then go wash out my hair, and then I'll come back and show it to you. So I'm gonna just me not put off the light. I'm gonna just hide the camera and then go wash out this hair of mine. Alright, so I'm gonna come back in about the next, it don't take me not too long to wash out my hair. Maybe 15 minutes the most. So I'm gonna go and think about these things that I've said. I'm gonna go and think about it while I rinse out my hair, and then we will talk about it afterwards when we come back. Alright. We will talk about it when I come back. Let's start your heart. We'll stand here and resting on distance. I lose my doubts and fears. When she Hey guys, me come back. I am back. Des, what's up, sis? How you doing, my love? How you doing? How you doing? Good to see you, sugar. Miss Sam, get here, but me a dye me ear. Yeah, putting a little bit of color in it. Putting a little bit of color in my hair, my love. Yeah, because you know the front side kind of, you know, real. Yeah, me like that brownie. But the brown going good. Talk to me, people. Those of you who've been here before me started dyeing it. I didn't like it. I never bought home, but I like it. I like it. It cover it over. The only thing I need for now, see the amount of hair growth on my arm. Look there. I have a lot of growth. Look how my locks them start tie up in one another. See that? My locks them tie up in each other. Because it's been so long since me no retwist my hair. Watch there. Oh my word. So the only thing I'm gonna have to do now is retwist it. But I'm not gonna retwist it right now while it's wet. Yeah, I'm not gonna retwist it right now while it's wet. I have my car to go take care of. Look at this a long piece here, so watch out. It's a long piece, this is our growth. This piece is not twisted, it's not locked, it's not anything. Watch that. Yes, I'm gonna go twisting this piece. I like the little granny them around the edge, like here, so I'm gonna go twist them in. The little granny pieces them around the edge here, so I'm gonna go twist them in. Oh. Leave me alone, baby. Yes, sis. Yes. Yes, I cover them over a little bit. You know, so some people kind of embrace the gray hair from the start to come in. For people like me, take a little while to embrace them. Me don't mind them, but sometimes I don't right here. So, kind of, you see the big difference? Go back and look at my face before I colored it, and look when I color it. Look at the big difference. Me like the difference. So maybe when we turn 60 or 70, it might not be so practical to color my hair. But right now, let me enjoy it while I can. Yeah, let me cover them up right now. Because right now, to me, it feels like the right thing to do. I'm gonna color the ends. Me recolor the ends of my hair. Me not think it bleach out enough. Me should make it stay a little longer. But me not have the time to make it stay any longer. So me make it stay just like this. That's fine with me. It will be alright. Right? It will be just fine. We're not stressing ourselves about it. But I'm not going to retwist my ear now. I'm going to retwist it tomorrow, maybe. I don't know. I'm working tonight, so I don't know about tomorrow. I know my ear, I can't sit down just one time and retwist it. My hand them get tired because this is like, the next time I retwist this, I'm going to count how many lock of hair I have in here, but it's a whole heap. I wouldn't be surprised if it's about 300, 400, I don't know. But the next time I retwist it, I'm going to retwist it, you don't know? And I'm going to count every single lock in my hair and tell you know how many locks are in there. Yeah. But if I sit down one time to retwist it, it's going to take me like hours. Yeah. To relock it. So I'm not going to do that now. Instead, I'm going to run on the street, get some things done, and then come back and get some other things done in our house. It's already just 9 o'clock. And then we will take it from there for the rest of the day. One thing. Y'all with me? Yes. My everyday vlogmas starts today. There's a vlog every day till Christmas. So I can't wait for no special day to start my vlog. I think I vlog every day anyway. Sometimes for a whole week, me only put up one video, and the rest of the time it's like I'm here reading, I'm reading the Bible, reading a novel, showing y'all what I'm doing, cooking, doing whatever. So I'm here. I'm here and you are here. And I am glad that we are all here. I have my nails to do. I need to go Walmart. I have some things to bring back to Walmart. And all these lovely things I have to do that I must do before the weekend. But anywho, this is it. This is how I have dyed my hair. And this is the lovely outcome with my Dollar Tree dye. So for those of you who are worried about going to the store, remember the other day we were on the live and somebody on the live said they go to dye their hair, they pay 200, they do 200 and something, they pay 200 and something dollars just to put a little bit of dye in their hair. Well, I know that that would not be me. Okay, I'm not paying 200 and nothing to do nothing. One box of dye, the Dollar Tree is for $1.25. Buy it, put it in my ear, and that's it. But just the people who have them do the other things that they hear them worried about it. I'm not worried about it because once my dread is dreading, we are doing great. Do you think, Geraldine? I'm saying, yes, bring back patty for you. You want patty with cocoa bread? You want orange juice? What kind of orange juice you want? You want Sharp Park? You want True Juice? Talk to me. You want Island Dairy? Talk to me. Which one you want? And patty with cocoa bread. You want tasty patty? I want patty from the patty place, or I want a place to the name again. Aman's. You want Aman's patty? Yeah, Aman's patty. I said that's here right across from the police station. There, so right near police station. Aman's patty. You want Aman's patty? All right. So I bring you Aman's patty, Aman's cocoa bread, and True Juice. Yeah. That sounds like a 1980s lunch, man. That sounds like a 1980s school lunch. When you go to Tuck Shop, you buy one patty, one cocoa bread, and a True Juice. That'll run you like $2. I very rarely could I afford that. Once in a blue moon, I could I afford that. As me used to get $3 a day. Mother used to give me $15 every Monday. Every Monday, I used to get $15. When I go to high school. Every Monday, I get $15. And the $15 is serve me for the week. And that was my mother's way of trying to help me to manage my money. We get $15 for the week. $3 a day. $3 a day to go to school. To pay me fare, your bus fare, and buy me lunch. Yeah? Yes. And that me used to use. Me pay me fare, go to school 5 days out of the week, and me buy me lunch. So me have to raffle the money. You know, I watch the money. When me I go buy, you know, sometimes I buy all one bread. I'm eat half of the bread and carry home half of the bread. The next day, we carry back the same half of bread there. Yeah? And so I not have to buy lunch the next day, then I just eat my half of bread. Yeah? I'm going about my business just like that. But sure, which part is that area come from in this thing? Yeah, understand? You want ear dye to Desiree? Sister Desiree says she want ear dye as well. I can't even put no makeup on my face. Can I put any makeup? My ears still a drip. It's a go wet it up and make it look funny. So wait, there's something there. Oh wait there. I thought I had it right here. Let's see. Awesome. Yeah, so I'm gonna buy one of them something here. This is us there. Teacher. Hold on, let's go. Yes, I know me just off now. I'm gonna pin it up because it is dripping. I'm gonna want it to drip dry. I'm gonna blow dry my ear. I make it drip dry. I don't have time to go sit down and not dry. I forgot to have my blow dry. I forgot not dry. I'll blow dry my ear. Yeah, so I just allow it to drip dry. So I can tie it up. I can tie it up like Luciana. I can tie it up just like Buju. Like that. And then I put the big cone in there. Oh, this yes. It's a we broke. No, so this not feel right. It feel like we broke. So I feel like I something for people with like light hair, like Spanish people or white people here, like light hair. This is something I can't hold them. Them are thick. This is thick area. You can't hold it. Well, Andrea said if you get some soap, shower cap at Walmart. You can't get shower cap at Dollar Tree. I don't like to buy more than one shower cap because you know say you use one and then you put it down when you're ready for it. when you're ready to use the others, the elastic in them always a dry wrap. Now when you take them up and do so, they go and them done. Yeah. Okay, so that's good. Look at my ear. When you see how my ear grow out, look that's all. And my ear that's in my back in the Andrea. Watch that. I'm relaxed that's in the Andrea. Going all the way down. All the way down in my back. Yeah, I have a little bit of styling gel also. To put right there, so. Yeah. By the time I come back, my ear will dry. By the time I come back, my ear will dry so we can style it. And twist. And twist it and retwist. If it's even the front, I have to go retwist because I have one big patch of ear here, so that is not connected to anything. Yeah. Why you say me not to show off the ear? I still have to show off. I don't care what you want to say. I still have to show it off. Yeah, the ear grow like what? I mean, I tell you. Like trouble. But anyway, see, you know, I'm done. I don't do nothing else to it, make it drip dry until I come back. Alright, so that is where we're going to end the hairstyle live this morning. When we come back, we will chat about some other things. Alright, lovely people. See you all later. Thank you all so much for coming. I sincerely appreciate you all, and I will see you all later. Okay? Have yourself a great day. Remember patty and cocoa bread for Desireen and yeah. And patty and cocoa bread and chew juice and dye and all those things. I'll remember the stuff to buy. So I will see you all later. Alright guys. Let me see how this texts me.